Hi guys, it's me, Lauren Go, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy that you're here to hang out with me. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and follow. Do all those things down below. Let me remind you so you don't forget. And I would appreciate it. It really helps out the channel, and I love the engagement. So, in today's video, we're going to be doing my first ever palette bingo. So I'm super excited. If you don't know what palette bingo is, it's essentially taking one of your eyeshadow palettes and then using a number randomizer to give you a very unique color story that you might not use all the time. Like I said, I've never done this, but still, first time for everything. And everything that's on my face is just my Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer mixed with a little bit of this Rare Beauty highlight that I'm actively trying to pan. I got some of my Natasha Denona concealer on and my L'Oreal Voluminous Brow Gel in my brows. And then I should also set my eyelid because I am going to be playing with color today. So let me do that real quick before anything else. It can be a real hot mess if I don't. So let me just do some loose setting powder. Normally I don't do loose setting powder, but you know what? I'm gonna start because I want to use this Franken powder up. I always forget something. It wouldn't be an intro without it, right? Okay. Anyways, now that that's done, yeah, let's just dive in. Hopefully this isn't too long of a video, but also whatever. Anyways, I'm super excited. Never did it before, but I love watching these videos, and I'm going to be using the Blend Bunny Sugar and Grunge palette. I love this palette. It's just a really colorful one. It's the most colorful in my collection, and I think there's 24 shades in here, so I'm going to try and do at least 6 shades. I feel like 6 shades on the eyes is like a pretty good range for me. Okay, let me get my tablet ready. So just so you have proof, sorry for the reflection, but there you go. I'm on Google doing the number randomizer 1 to 24. Let me get her up and ready to go. So I'm gonna do like left to right, so it's kind of like backwards for you guys, but for me the first shade's this one going over to 6, 7 to 12, 13 to 18, and then 19 to 24. Generating my first number, it's going to be 19. First shade is going to be Grungy. Now, I don't have to use them in this order. These are just all the shades I'm going to get first and then figure it out. And then I'm writing them down on paper because I'm using my phone to record. I'm using my tablet for the number randomizer. So this is my best method here. In the future, it might get better. So second one is going to be 20. So Jawbreaker. So we have a green and a purple. Okay, 22. So Butterfly. Okay. Okay, 18. Garage Band. I'm a little nervous. 4. What's 4? Band Tee. And then the last one is 7. 7 is Flannel. Okay. You know what? Let me do like one more. So I have 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. I'm going to do one more. 12. So 12 is 1995. So I'm going to put like a picture of the palette up here and circle the ones just so you have a little bit of a reference. So I'm thinking, so it's these two, this one, and then these 2 shimmers, and then this blue. So I'm imagining maybe like greens on top and pinky purples on bottom and then the shimmers? Or maybe the pink and purple on top? You know what? I'm going to do the, what direction do I want to go here? I feel like the blue on the inner corner is going to be really pretty. So I'll save that for that. And then maybe do the green and the purple on the lid because those 2 could go together. So if I'm doing that, then maybe I'll just do a really like, let me do the pink in the crease, but then what am I going to do with the greens? I'll do the greens on bottom maybe? I don't know. Let me just go in and try. I'm going to do the pink here. Flannel is what I'm using right now. I'm going to stamp this on first. Oh, you know what I should have done? Maybe I'll do like a halo eye since I have a couple different colors going on here. Think that's what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna buff that out a little bit. And then I'm also going to take Band Tea, which is the lilac. And I'm going to use that to buff out the brow to the brow bone. See if I can get something going here between the two. Because I know those colors will go together. See, and I would never mix these two because I would just take Skater Girl with the pink. But this is actually going to be like a really pretty bubblegum moment, I feel. See, those, they blend so well together. I'm going to take a mix of flannel and Band Tea and just go in and just really build up that crease a little bit more. It's turning into a really pretty like bubblegum pink moment. I kind of am low-key obsessed. Now it's just going to be interesting adding in the green. That's the hard part, is figuring out how to blend that green in with this pink. Okay. I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm going to try to work in the green on the outer V. This is where I'm like, I don't think certain colors go together, but maybe I can like muddy it up in like a good way. If I put this green down and then maybe put the pink on top, let me try and make like a really ugly burgundy situation. Not that this like green and pink make burgundy, but you know, like use the green to deepen it up, but use the pink on top to try and like hide my mistakes like that. So it kind of turns into like this grunge gray black situation. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth, and I'm gonna try and do this in here as well with like the tip of this brush, and then use that pink again. The other bad thing about this is I haven't done a halo eye in a hot minute. Okay, that's kind of working in my favor. I think adding that pink on top of the green really helps blend this hodgepodge together in a weird way. Like, I don't love it, but it's happening. And then I'm gonna go back in with that pink and just kind of work the blend of the crease together. I don't know if it's going to actually do anything, but I'm also to the point where I'm like, maybe just adding more will just hide it, you know? Actually, you know what? I think what I'm going to do to even hide the mistake more is I'm going to take the green and the purple. So the green I'm going to put like towards the outer portion, like this with my finger. And maybe that'll just help the sparkle will take away from the bad decisions. Like, oh, it's getting worse. Okay. I'm gonna use the purple jawbreaker in the center. You know what? This green and pink, they don't go together. This is not getting better. This is so bad. You know what? I'm going to take that green and just, okay. No, I thought taking it further up would be a better idea, but... Because you know how sometimes shimmer will hide your mistakes? That made it somehow worse. This is like when your child gets into your makeup and you're like forced to say, oh, it looks so good, sweetie. Because, you know, you don't want to ruin their mojo. I think I'm going to change gears. I'm not finishing this. So on the other eye, this is why I didn't do the other eye. I want to... like actually do something here. So let me switch gears and rethink my decisions because this is ugly. Ignore this hodgepodge on my eye. So I think my best bet, I think I'm going to do the greens on top. Keep the greens on top, put the pink and purple on bottom. I'm going to try it over here. So I'm going to do this 1995 shade, the mid-tone green, and run that in my crease. And do like a smoky eye with it. Normally when I use this palette, it's all monochromatic looks. So mixing colors together is not my forte when it comes to eyeshadow looks anymore. I used to do it all the time, and now I'm just like, I don't know, it's foreign to me. So then the issue now is how do I buff this out? Because I'm sure as heck I'm going to use the purple. I was going to say I'm not going to use this purple, but I have no other shade to use. So maybe if I use it very sparingly, help it without color showing up. Because it's like a pastel purple. So if I use the very bare minimum, it'll blend out. That's the theory anyways. It's not looking good for me. But if I keep it very, like if I go really hard with that blend, maybe I'll put the purple up there as like a high brow highlight. But if I leave it like that, it's better than this. And then I think what I'm going to do is use that same brush that I had used for the detail work on the other side. But I'm going to take that green and really like pack it on. This was GarageBand that I am using. I just keep looking at my other eye and I'm like, ew, that was a bad idea. I feel like if it was like a warmer green, it probably would have blended better because the pink and purple are a little bit more on a warmer tone. I don't know. Okay, that, I mean, it's grungy and gross looking and grimy, but it's working. I'm going to take a little bit more of 1995 and just blend it to the brow very, very lightly to help offset some of the purple tone in the lavender shade. I'm going to take some more on the lower portion of my crease to blend into that deeper shade GarageBand. A little bit in panic mode. I'm like, I don't know if this purple is going to look good up here. Maybe if I just use my finger and do it very sparingly as like a very barely there highlight. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll clean up the edge more so when I'm like done. It's not the best, but it's something. And then I'm gonna do Grungy, which is that dark shimmer green, on my lid. Maybe if I put the purple on my lid, it'll help balance out the purple that's on my brow bone. Because even though it's not like an insane amount of purple, it's just enough to look a little out of place without adding that purple right here. So then it kind of makes it like not just look like random purple on my brow bone, and it looks a little bit more intentional. There we go. That actually blends really pretty together. And I think not going in with a glitter glue, not that these shades need it, but not using glitter glue is helping keep the colors a little bit more toned down so they actually look like they go better together. So I use 1995, GarageBand, Grungy and Jawbreaker, and Band Tee. So I still need to use the blue and flannel. But the blue I think I'm going to put on my inner corner. Flannel I think I'm going to use for the lower lash line. And just see if that does something. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to hop off camera, fix this eye to match this side, and then I'll come back with a full face and we'll do, well, almost a full face, and then we'll do the lower lash line with the other shades I haven't used yet. Okay, you can probably tell it's getting darker behind me, but we are here. I just had to do everything else off camera. This is what we're going with. It's not my favorite. I'm not obsessed, but it definitely looks better than the first one, the first attempt. But I'm not gonna lie, this blue, like green and purple combo is for something. I just don't know what. Or if it's even for me. So the last two shades that I need to use though are Flannel and Butterfly. Butterfly is gonna go on my inner corner. Flannel, I think I'm gonna do the green and then do the flannel shade towards the inner corner. It's the direction I'm trying to go with it. Now, if we actually get there, that's the debate. So let me do GarageBand, that dark green, and just connect it like right there halfway. And then see if I can do the other shade more towards the inner corner. Like that. And then take flannel right in here. Oh, that's actually kind of pretty. It's like a little bit of pop. I actually kind of like that. Okay. Like I'm happy I'm not going anywhere. I'd never wear this out in public. You know the whole like, what is it called? Shower makeup, where it's like you just do fun stuff. You experiment with your makeup and then you get in the shower and you wash it off anyway. So like, it doesn't matter. This is giving that energy, to be honest. Okay, and then I think what I'm going to do is actually take that light purple that I had used to kind of buff this out a little bit. So Band Tee, which was that like lavender shade here, just to diffuse those edges, and it kind of ties back in. So now everything kind of ties together, but it's giving like grunge watermelon. if that makes any kind of sense. But I'm also kind of here for it. I'm going to deepen up that purple or that pink just a little bit. This is kind of a vibe. I'm not mad about it. So, oh, I almost forgot the inner corner. I always forget the inner corner. Okay, so butterfly is that teal blue. I'm going to try with a brush first. But I might go in with my finger. There's just something about the oils on your finger that pick up so much more shimmer. I feel like the blue somewhat takes away from that like purple and pink combo. So I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that purple and really pack it on the lid here. But then I think I'm also going to take a little bit of that purple underneath, almost to connect the blue to the purple or to the pink. And I think that was the ticket. I'm going to diffuse out that purple a little bit with some more pink. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's the eye. I still want to come back on after I get my brows and my lips and mascara on. So stay tuned. I'll be right back and we'll finish up. Okay, I'm back. My brows are filled. We're not going to talk about them. I feel like they're looking a little wild. But on my lips, I did do a mix of BFF from ColourPop. This is like my favorite nude lip liner. And then I've been trying to use up some of my She Glam. So I took this first shade, which is like a peachy nude. And then this second shade, which is more of like a pink. I mixed those on the lips. And then I topped my lip with a little bit of this Lawless Forget the Filler Line Smoothing Gloss in the shade Melrose. It came from the holiday launch. But this one's Melrose. I do like that it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I just felt like a nude lip was probably the best way to go with this eye because it's a little bit of everything and I didn't know what to pair with it. So that's the face. The eye. I love these Blend Bunny shimmers. They just save any look that I do. And I love this palette. And I think, obviously, normally this isn't a look I would go for. The smokiness, I love. And I do love the combination of purple and green. And I don't know if that's just because it's like my favorite two colors. But I love them together. These two shimmers, I never thought would go together, but they do. They're very pretty. I really love this guy, and this was super fun. And the first attempt, that was bad. But then we toned it down, and I got practical with it, and it turned out beautiful. And ultimately, I have now learned that you can really make any shades work. Now, I wouldn't have known what to do if I had to do like a single blue shimmer or a single blue matte. That probably would have thrown me really off. But I don't know. If you're interested in these kind of videos, definitely comment down below if you would be interested to see like another one. I plan to do these every once in a while just because they're fun and it's something different on the channel that's not like a tutorial. But I love the whole like figuring things out with you guys, being along for the ride. I'm here for it. And honestly, it could have been a lot worse. That's the plus we're taking away from here. Anyways, I think I'm going to wrap everything up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I do appreciate it. And I don't know when this video is going up because I know I'm obviously pre-recording. I think I said that before. But depending on when you see this, hope that your 2025 is going okay, because at the time of me recording this, half of California is essentially burning. So we're going, 2025 is, it's scary. Among all of the different flus and just viruses and stuff out there, it's a wild time. So I hope you're doing great. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I truly hope you're okay out there. Because 2025 hit the ground running as a crazy year. 2024 I thought was bad. 2025, insane already, and we're only 9 days in at the time of me recording this. Before I forget to remind you, so you don't forget, go ahead, like, subscribe, and follow. Gotta put that in there. And I hope to see you in another one. So have a great day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you again. So bye.